So here we are, we're in Leeds, got about 40 minute, maybe an hour coach ride from Manchester to Leeds. I'm now in the Leeds Corn Exchange, which is a beautiful building. It used to be something back in the day. I don't know what a corn exchange is, I'll have to Google that, but now it's just got all your kind of touristy shops in here. Nothing special, but the building itself is really, really nice. Really, really nice. So let's go from here, and I'm going to go outside and we're going to look for something to eat. Because it's almost 11 o'clock and I haven't eaten yet. I've got a game to go to tonight. Super League match. Leeds versus Catalans. At Headingley. But I want to go to Elland Rd first to see the Leeds United soccer ground. No tours, but I still want to have a look at it. Saw it as I went past on the coach. Very impressive. They've got a rugby league test match there coming up in November. But a lot of rugby league has been played there. But this is Leeds. I don't know what part of Leeds that you'd call this, but it's near the hotel. So we're going for a walk. Really old buildings here. Really old. So I haven't eaten yet. I am starving. So we're going to find something nice. I went past a fish and chip shop that looked, okay, but it was shut, unfortunately. So I know when I go to Leeds United, I have to catch a bus. So I need to ask about the bus, about their ticketing system. Look at these beautiful old buildings. American burger chain underneath it. As per everything these days. Kebab shop. Greek gyros. A gyro is a kebab, I think. Duncan Street leading to the markets. I did go to an outdoor market when I got off the coach, but again, nothing special, just rubbish. Selling Premier League jerseys at full price from a market. If you're going to do that, you'll get one from a shop. It's a nice building. The Time Ball buildings. That looks very nice. Nice new coach. So I might go, this looks like a main drag up here. So we'll go down to this spire with a clock on it. West Yorkshire Police. So unlike the New South Wales, in fact, unlike the police in each state at home, they're broken up here by, maybe not county, but regions. So I think this is the West Yorkshire Police.
Leah, can you ring quick?
Holy Trinity Church. Down there, that little laneway is a Marriott Hotel. So this must be the centre of town. that's the Trinity shopping centre in there. I know there's an Apple shop in there. It's down here. I don't know if I would just want Greg's, a bacon butty, or something substantial. Don't know yet. I better know soon, 'cause I'm starving. I think that's the Yorkshire Times building, or the old Yorkshire Times building. It looks like it's leading to the station, so I'm not going to go there. Although there's a big T there, so maybe I'm wrong about that. Yeah, it's the same symbol, so I don't think that is actually. SNL, Saturday Night Live. The Griffin Hotel. It's quite nice. Got to go across the road and have a picture of that. The Banker's Cat. Whatever that is, it's in an old bank building. Hence the name, I am sure. The Slug and Lettuce. Wow. The Slug and Lettuce. We'll go this way. There's a lot of smokers in the UK, but more vapors. When I was at Lord's, out in a little garden area, where the W.G. Grace statue is, the members were smoking big fat cigars. Couldn't do that in Sydney. Couldn't do that anywhere in Oz. Here, Leeds Building Society, they sponsor Leeds United. There we go. That might have to be lunch. Love a bit of crispy. Love me crispy. So we just walked past the Sky shop, as in Sky TV, that old shop. To sign people up. Foxtel used to have kiosks, not anymore. Right, so this is Trinity. I'm going to have a look at the Apple shop, and I wanted to look at the Leeds United shop. So where would they be? I'll ask. Hello, mate. I'm after two things: the Apple shop,
Just below, right below you.
and the Leeds United shop.
Just up there on your right hand side.
Beauty, thanks, mate.
You have arrived.
So that Leeds United shop was just par for the course, nothing special. The one at the stadium will be a lot better. Have a lot of retro jerseys and whatnot. I don't want to be in a shopping centre, but I do want some food. And a lot of the places I've seen in the main streets are closed. So I'm just going to go from here. I'm going to have a quick look at Apple, and then I'm going to go. Slim chickens. Slim chickens. So just had a nice feed of Popeyes. They call it a chicken sandwich. Chips, drink, and some boneless chicken pieces. Absolutely gorgeous it was. Probably, well, I won't say better than KFC because I do like KFC. But it was really, really nice. It's an American chain, but I was quite impressed. Quite impressed. So now I'm still in Leeds, centre of Leeds. I'm going to head over to the bus station where I want to go to Elland Rd. We'll just have a bit of a look around first. So Harvey Nichols is your fancy grog shop over here.
Wait, 6.
So that's not the way in. Not really bothered by going in there, because it's in the centre somewhere. I'm not going to go into another shopping centre. There's your Harvey Nichols. Might be there actually. Sort of Marks and Spencer's. yes, they're all shops. I'm not bothered about going in there. There's some nice old buildings along here. Really nice architecture. A fusion of the old and the new. Getting a bit cool. We're right in the middle of England. So Fred Perry was one of the last Englishmen to win Wimbledon. So it's a fashion shop styled on tennis gear, I would think. Otherwise, why would you use the name Fred Perry? Oh, that's really nice. Extremely full. That was lunch. I don't know if I'll have dinner. I really don't think I need to. So I do believe I need to go this way to the bus station. Fuck's sake. So this is where Marks and Spencer's was founded. Brilliant. So let's have a look around. Have a look at this. This is what I mean by just walking around, exploring. Marks and Spencer's clock.
That one's quite nice. This one I want to find out and
I'll make my way down.
We are at Elland Rd, Leeds, famous soccer ground for Leeds United Football Club and also a famous rugby league ground. So I first remember this ground being used in the 1986 Kangaroo Tour when the Kangaroos played here in a test match. The Kangaroos are also playing here in November. This is a very famous stadium in England. One of England's most famous. There's no doubt in the world about that. Leeds are a mythical club. Back in the Premier League this year. So yeah, I'm really excited and glad to be here. Not far from town at all. So let's go and have a look. I'm going to try and walk right around the ground, but I want to go into the shop first and have a bit of a look. So something's happening here. Wreaths have been placed. What's all this about? So from what I can tell, there's a bit of a family funeral going on, and we come in to honour that person here at Leeds, obviously a Leeds supporter. If you look at the ground, there's all these bricks that have been put in. And a lot of clubs do that these days, and they pay for it, and you can have your name on there and everything else, and it's a nice permanent thing to have at the stadium. Gordon Strachan, famous Scotsman. Don't score an own goal, stay off the pitch.
Basically what it is customer returns. Customer sets up that. Generally,
Blimey. The size of this. It's not a small shop, by any stretch. She's a fair size. Shirt printers. Jesus Christ, look at what they got out the back. Blimey, they're not going to run out. Here's your retro shirts. Okay, so we're just leaving the Leeds United shop, and we're going to go for a little walk around the stadium. So that's the Billy Bremner statue. It's called Bremner Square. And look at this, the grey skies over Leeds. Not fully grey, just some grey, but there's enough rain. We're just going to go for a bit of a walk around the ground and get some perspective about where we are and when I watch games on TV, then I can say, yeah, I've been there and I know where that is. There's another statue over here. So Leeds is a one-town team, unlike Manchester, who have two and the outskirts. But Leeds is very much on its own as far as football goes. Don Revie, the great Don Revie. Here he is, got the scarf on. Plaques from different people. Here is the Don Revie statue, looking towards the east stand. And I'm going to see if this fellow can take a photo for me. Oh, God. I'll try to keep the umbrella out of the picture. But it's raining. If I don't press on, I don't know how long it'll last. So the security guard wasn't that happy that I asked to have a look inside. But too bad. So here's more of these bricks. This is something called Centenary Square. So this is clearly something to do with the club. I thought it might be like a little training facility or conference centre or something like that, but I really don't know. Really don't know. Can't go into it. Or maybe you can. Will the door open? The door will not open. It's quite blowy here too. I'll stand in this doorway for a minute. Right, so let's have a look at the ground. This is the east stand at Elland Rd, Leeds. Leeds United, big club, massive big club. Here we go. So we're back onto the around the tour, or the around the stadium tour. I may or may not get there. I'm not sure. We'll see how we go. See how this rain goes. So this is Yorkshire. Leeds is in Yorkshire. So where I'm going to tonight, to the rugby league, that is played at Headingley Stadium in Headingley. So I'm not going to go over there. I really don't know where that goes, and I don't want to be caught. So Headingley is, it backs onto Headingley Cricket Ground, where Yorkshire play. So yeah, it's all Yorkshire, Yorkshire. Right in the middle of Yorkshire here. There's the Thunder. So Jeff Boycott famously played for Yorkshire. So there's your great British burgers. So we're going to go back to the shop and get inside now. And then the bus stop is on the other side of the ground, on one of the stadium sides. So yeah, that's where I've got to get the bus from. So yeah, so far, this is Leeds United, Elland Rd. Famous rugby league stadium as well, can never forget that. Rightio, so the rain stopped momentarily. Let's go for a little walk. Might cross the road actually, to give a better perspective of the stadium. It's an oldish stadium, it's not new by any stretch of the imagination. Big club though. I can't underemphasise that. So over there is the Bielsa bar. And there was a lane next to the Trinity Centre called the Bielsa Lane. Now he was the coach, famous coach for the club to be fair, the ground could do with a little touch-up. That Elland Rd sign, for example, that needs a bit of work. They do brand their football teams very well though. This bin is sponsored by Leeds United Football Club. Oh, there we go, the umbrella's gone. So the umbrella blew in. So there we go, we get a bit of a look at the seats. Oh, fuck me dead. Don't know how long I'm going to survive this, but I can see inside the ground. And this is the end of it. Loud and proud at Elland Rd. So yeah, they didn't have any tours, unfortunately. Would have liked to have seen inside it, but it's not to be. So that looks like the oldest part of the ground over there. That might be where the players, I reckon, yeah, that'd be the players' entrance. So that's where the coaches would come in, I would imagine. And then the main entrance there, that's the old stuff there. And then the change rooms would be there as well. So there we have it. That's Leeds United Football Club, Elland Rd. One of the great mythical grounds of English soccer. So I've got a rugby league game to go to tonight. And I did buy tickets undercover in the stand. I think I'll need it. Right, so we're back in the centre of Leeds now. Almost the centre. This is interesting, Asda House. So what Asda is, they're a big supermarket chain here in England, and this is their head office. What I find interesting is that Asda Merchandising Centre of Excellence. So they do their own home label type of products like every supermarket does, and that is their testing centre. And that's where they come up with a lot of it. So that's interesting, coming from a supermarket background. But this is the head office of Asda. So no multi-storey glass tower or anything like that. It's just a single level, single purpose building as the head office of one of the UK's largest supermarket chains, Asda, with the Union Jack flying out the front. So still at Asda, but just have a look at this, Leeds United everywhere you go. This is a bust of Peter Asquith, one of the founders of Asda. That'll do for me. Sounds something that Northerners would say. It's not going to go in there. Don't want to go in there. It's a corporate office. Salt grit. I don't know what that is. Might be something to do with snow, possibly. Can't get in anyway, it's all security. But yeah, Asda, one of the UK's largest supermarket chains. So other chains that there are is Sainsbury's, which is your more upmarket, Lidl, which from my understanding and from what I've seen, and certainly by store layout, it's the UK equivalent of Aldi. You also have Tesco's, which I've seen a lot of, Morrison's, which is where I went last night for the £1 pint of cider and my 2 litre bottle of water for 80p as the rain starts to come down again. Can I ask you a question? I'm visiting, so I'm a tourist. I saw something up there. You've got a big bucket of something called salt grit. What's that used for?
For when it's icy and snowy.
Okay, so does that kind of melt it?
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Does it snows up here?
yeah.
Okay.
Not a lot.
Yeah,
yeah.
but enough for you to have
Winter time.
buckets of salt grit.
Yeah, yeah. It normally freezes as well if it drops.
Yeah. So what
It's like-
temperatures does it get to? Lowest?
Probably about -2, -3.
All right, and that's enough for ice.
Yeah,
Okay.
definitely.
Yeah, right.
Definitely,
Interesting.
yeah.
And does it stay that temperature during the day?
No, it tends to warm up a bit and the ice will just automatically melt.
Okay. But salt grits to
Yeah,
get rid of ice.
yeah.
All right, thanks. Appreciate it. Well, there you go. What I thought it was, it was. All right. So let's work our way back into town. I got it off the bus a bit earlier because I knew that that was there, and I knew that there's a river coming up which had some nice scenery. Yeah, the umbrella might go again. So -2 degrees can form ice on the road, and they use salt grit for that. Oh, there we go, Tetley's Tea. Going over there. Almond cheese toasty. Tetley's Tea. This is my theory about exploring again. I've got a pretty packed itinerary, but a few things have gone by the wayside because I've been exploring, which is fine. I knew that that would be the case. I'm happy for that to be the case. I was never going to get everything in that I planned, but I'd rather over-plan than under-plan, and went. So welcome back Leeds. Get a picture of that when they go. And crop that, welcome back Leeds. Now this is nice, this is worth a photo. This is lovely. I know someone who'll like that. Pictures of the unusual. People there jogging in the rain, goodness me. No thanks. Should have brought the handle for this. Extended handle. Hibiscus Rising, that was called. There's a nice picture over here. Let's see what this is. Right, so we're going to go over to Tetley and have a look. These beautiful old buildings. Salem Church. Should definitely brought the handle. I book into the hotel very soon, so I'll be able to regroup. I don't know how many photos I've taken, but I'm only 6 days in, or 7 days in, there'll be a few more. Wish it wasn't raining. Now, where's this Tetley building? It's over this way. Is that it? There we go, that's it. The Tetley building, Salem Place. Look at that old signage, goodness me. Salem Place. Sounds like something from the witch trials. Tetley tea, I drink Dilmah. Might be Tetley from now on. So this is an actual church because we can see that the stained glass windows are behind protection. Look at that, the home of Tetley's. Brilliant. Brilliant. For someone who loves tea, this is good. This is probably better this is on a cloudy day. Oh, I really like that. Oh, this umbrella is really giving me the shits. All right, phone in the pocket. Okay, let's film. Tetley tea. So I hope it's something I can actually walk into. And there's an exhibition or something. That would be fantastic. (1832) Tetley. Okay, camera off so I can take some photos. So I didn't want to talk while I was in there. I was absolutely, completely wrong about that place. That is actually not Tetley Tea, but Tetley's Brewery, as in beer. And they've got photos inside of the massive beer production factory that was. It was huge. Tetley's Beer, not Tetley's Tea. So my mistake. But still, what a fantastic place. I took some photos inside. The history of that place was unbelievable. I started filming this and it showed the lift. So this part of it was actually the corporate office. The side to the left, that extension, was the staff canteen. It's now a working pub, that's why I didn't want to go in there and talk it up. But this is actually the home of Tetley's Brewery, not Tetley's Tea. So it was a massive site, all over there, where that is. So that was all brewery. Amazing. They had something in there called Melbourne 3X. as opposed to Castlemaine 4X. So Melbourne 3X. I'm gonna have to do some research on that. But yeah, Tetley's Brewery, fantastic. So there's another beautiful old sign. Salem Place. We'll get a still picture of that one. So we'll head back over here. Yeah, I was really blown away by that. I thought Tetley's tea, yeah, okay. Nice, I like tea. I'm more impressed that it was a brewery. So obviously not a brewery anymore. It's probably part of a multinational brewer. Tetley's in Carlsberg, same kind of brand. So this was the old staff canteen. It's in a place called Air Park now, A-I-R-E Park. So the staff canteen is now the dining room for the pub. Nice pub too. So Tetley Bitter. So that's what I mean by Tetley Brewery. Tetley's Bitter. So that in there was where the old brewery was, and they're recommissioning the site now. I would say as housing, because that's all housing over there. But yeah, I'm really impressed with this. It's Tetley's Brewery as opposed to Tetley's Tea. So this was obviously an old part of town that's now been gentrified into a nice new part of town. So this is the old Salem Church. This has been taken over by a company called AQL. I don't know who they are or what they do. There's a Leeds United plaque over here, so let's have a look at this. Salem Chapel. Oh, here we go. To commemorate the birthplace and 100 years of Leeds United Football Club. Marching on together. So, oh, okay, so this is going to have to be some research. Leeds United Football Club was founded here in 1919. Salem Chapel. Opened in 1791, it is the city's oldest surviving chapel. Its distinctive bow front was added in 1906. Salem Chapel. Okay, at the birthplace of Leeds. I like this building. It's a very nice building, this one, beautiful, look at this. Someone's going in. Salem Chapel. Tetley's, look at this, it's all here. Yeah, so the Salem was where Leeds United were formed. That's amazing. Salem Church. Okay, so let's go up here and have a look. That's a nice building, nice modern building, nice green bricks on there though, or tiles. It's really nice. So Tetley's, that was an unexpected wonder. Value of exploring, they look good lit up at night. The value of exploring, look at that, a blue phone box. Waterloo Street, I like the old street signs. The street signs are good. Bowman Lane, look at this. Look at these buildings. These are rippers. Looks like the old dental hospital in Sydney. I used to go there as a kid, if no one knew. So this is now, I think, the Adelphi Hotel. I think. I've really got no idea. Adelphi, it sounds like a hotel. Hunslet Road. So that was where the Tetley Brewery is, on Hunslet Road. The Adelphi, it might be a restaurant. Oh, look at that street. That's sensational. So if we cross the road, I want to look at this building. This is doing my head in. How is it even standing? Look at the age of this building. That news sign looks like it's something out of the 20s or 30s. But that is just amazing. What an amazing looking building. And even out the back where the car park is now. All the old brickwork. I mean, forget the rubbish that's underneath it. It's what's on top that's the interesting stuff. Oh. So the phone's died on me now, so that's great. It's starting to rain. Right, so let's get the umbrella up and head on to the hotel. We're going to have to charge the phone. I didn't bring the backpack with me deliberately. I just wanted to go out and do my own thing without having to worry about charges and everything else. Maybe I should have. So it's going to have to be feed up until I go to the football so the phone can charge. But I'm about to come over a nice little river. Well, it was nice when I come over it before on the bus. So that's the back of the building where I said the car park's even interesting. There's Tetley's, the Borough of Leeds. We've got bike lanes here. Look at the old cobblestones, my God, they're big and they're old. 1847, and I mean the Band of Hope movement was formed. The world's first successful moving pictures. Wow. This history abounds. The world's first moving pictures came from here in Leeds, and this bridge. That's a really nice view. Beautiful. The buildings are gorgeous. That one over there with the arches, new on top, old at the bottom. Coles Landing out in the background. So I know I'm not far from the hotel because the Marriott's over there. I kind of know where I am. I think I need to head in that direction.
What no reason to it?
So I know a railway line was near where I'm staying. Looks like a red light district. The Prowler. Diamond Vapes, Jesus Christ. Look at this joint. Sweetheart, get back in school. Don't worry about your vapes. Okay, Time Ball building. I was here earlier. So I've gone in a circle from where I started this morning. Not 2 o'clock. It's later than that. Game's at 8 tonight. So I'll get back to the room, put the feet up, charge the phone, see what's on UK TV, and that'll do me before I go. This way, that's the Corn Exchange. Looks better from a distance. I'm heading in the right direction. Yep, I'm heading in the right direction. So that's the Leeds Market. Big building like Queen Victoria building. That's what it reminds me of. That's my closest reference to a building. Corn Exchange is a very nice building. Very nice. That could be so much more. That's the kind of building that an Apple store would be in. Leeds Ghost Tours. Just Wing It. There's a shop, Just Wing It. That's what I'm doing, Waterloo House. Maybe that's an old pub. Blue Rinse. That's a denim shop. Repurposed fashion, possibly. Has it stopped raining? Stopped enough. Kirkgate Market. I think I'm down this way. New York Street, I was here earlier. I'm pretty sure I'm heading in the right direction. Anyway, let's just say that I am. Post office. Haven't seen many post offices. Getting late in the day for bread, boy. Okay, definitely in the right direction. That's the market, the open air market I went to this morning. Not much there, to be fair. So I'm heading the right way. New York Street in Leeds. That'd be like going to New York and having a Parramatta Street. Right, the Playhouse, it's over there. National Express, that's over there. Where's the Ibis? It's 10 to 3. I think my hotel's behind there somewhere. Certainly in the vicinity. Just keep going this way.
You should try some.
Okay, BBC Yorkshire. So, general vicinity, I'm close. Actual, not so sure. There's the BBC Yorkshire. The bus station I'll come to. That's where I went earlier. I'm pretty sure I went to BBC first and then the Ibis because I picked up some things. Okay, camera off so we can have a look. Okay, here we are in the room. Going to unpack a lot of stuff in my pockets. It's from Leeds shop. Didn't rain too much, just enough to be slightly uncomfortable. How many steps have I done? 14,000. Now I need to charge the phone up. The phone is completely dead. So I need to get out the chargers first. So I can have a bit of relax. It's only 3 o'clock. So I can have a bit of a relax before I need to go anywhere. I deliberately didn't take a charger with me today just because I didn't want to. Just wanted to travel light. What's the best charger for this? Possibly, which one have I got? It's that one, possibly this one. The new plug. So I'll plug that in. I'll plug that in. I'll charge up the cameras so they're all good to go for the footy tonight. Okay, interesting. What's the view out the window at the back of the hotel? Nothing special. Okay, let's empty out. Okay, let's plug a few more things in. I want to charge. I'll do that. Turn off Wi-Fi. Thing about phones when they're dead is you miss calls. That's okay. What else do I need to charge? Let's have a look. Let's charge the camera up. That's it. Goodbye. Jesus Christ, look how grey that is. Hooly dooly. Okay. Can't do much about it, just got to live with it. That's a nice building over there, the John Lewis building. Unusual design. Okay. So we're on the 4th floor of the Ibis.
Please mind the doors. Doors closing. Going down. Floor 0. Doors opening.
Hello, mate. I just saw in the lift that says breakfast like $8.50 or $8.99 or something.
Yeah,
Yeah. Is it what do you get with that?
it's just continental breakfast.
Okay, and what is that in? What's that? Cereal
It's just
and
like different cereals, bread, ham and cheese, yogurt, fruits and drinks and coffee.
okay. And what time does that start?
From
Oh, there it is, 6
tomorrow,
o'clock.
6 till 10.
All right, thanks.
Are you vlogger?
Hey?
Are you vlogger?
Yeah,
Oh, nice.
I'm going to the football tonight, to
nice.
the rugby league. Yeah,
Oh, who play?
Leeds and Catalans, which are a French team.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So I'll just pay for that tomorrow.
Yeah.
All right, thanks.
Just,
It's good weather.
yeah, it's changing quick.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah.
It wasn't that grey before.
You never know. Could be by sunny or heavy raining again.
Yeah. If I go that way, there's a little bridge over the river. Is that right? And that way is the bus station.
But there is the bus station. There is the train station.
Okay.
Yeah. There is the bus. You can see through that bridge.
And what's the name of that church? Okay.
I never. But you can go check it.
Yeah, I will.
Beautiful.
I will. All right, thanks. Will you be here tonight?
Huh?
You be here tonight?
Yeah, till 10.
Okay. What if I'm back after 10?
No, you can come anytime.
Okay. All right. All right. Thanks, mate. See ya.
Yeah.